Hello and welcome to Expanded Books. Megan Nicolay, the author of Generation T, 108 Ways to Transform a T-Shirt, joins us to talk about all of the ways that we can take the most versatile piece of clothing we own, our T-shirt, and turn it into a unique fashion statement. Megan, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
I have to say you have changed my life because I made this after reading your book. Took me 15 minutes. And now I feel like a designer.
I think it's fabulous.
So you've been refashioning T-shirts for quite a while. How did you get started?
When I was 9 years old, I transformed a T-shirt with batik. It was around the time when batiking and tie-dyeing were the rage. The batiking process is a wax resist process. So I wasn't actually taking my scissors to them quite yet. That didn't happen until high school. My sisters and I took a large boxy T-shirt, turned it into something much slimmer, something we could really show off, wear out. There's one chapter that deals with turning a T-shirt into a T-shirt. And actually the design that I'm wearing right now, Broken Hearted, is you still recognize it as a T-shirt, but it's been refashioned to make it really sort of one of a kind.
Is your book helpful to people who have a lot of inspiration but not a lot of crafty talent?
As long as you know how to use a pair of scissors, you have the T-shirts already in the back of your drawer, you can make a third of the projects from the get-go.
So out of the 108 ways that you can transform your T-shirt, what are some of your favorites?
The Ode to the Mullet. It's business in the front because it looks like a T-shirt from the front, party in the back because it gets all crazy-like. It has a very cool ribbony effect in the back. The skirt chapter, I love the Flare Thee Well skirt. It's a circle skirt, so when you spin around, it flares all the way out. But it also, the waistband, it's just so flattering on just about anybody.
So let's talk a little bit about your T-Rex.
T-Rex, W-R-E-C-K-S, is all about assessing the impact zone. After you've refashioned all of the T-shirts, what do you do with the wreckage, your scraps? At the end of the day, you can actually make them into a number of projects, anything from a shag rug, a spiral rug, and of course, the iced tea rings, what I call the unbling rings, because they're not going to catch light, but they certainly are comfortable to wear.
How did you come up with all of these ideas?
The inspiration for the projects really comes from everywhere. In my everyday life, walking down the street and sort of shadowing someone who's, oh, I kind of like her skirt. I wonder if I could make that out of T-shirts.
What are some of the simple techniques that you use to transform a T-shirt?
Anything from simple cutting to lacing using a scrap of the T-shirt or a piece of ribbon or a shoelace to lace up the side of a shirt, just as if you were lacing up a shoe. If ultimately the needle and thread are just too intimidating, you can always use safety pins.
For everyone who's ready to revamp their wardrobe and start wearing one-of-a-kind clothing, check out Generation T by Megan Nicolay. With this book, you can put the you back and do it yourself and create your own hip, personal, and creative style. I'm Michelle Ammon. Thanks so much for joining us.
It's one thing to get a compliment on an outfit that you put together yourself, but it's another thing entirely when someone says, hey, great tank top, where'd you get that? You say, thanks, I made it myself.